Welcome to the committee chairs meeting, public and people at the table. This meeting is being recorded by committee chairs. If any other persons present are doing the same, you must notify the chairperson at this time.
6:04, nobody recorded.
So the purpose of the meeting is prepare agendas for subcommittees for council consideration. No discussion or comments will be entertained unless requested upon by the committee chairs. Okay, first order of business is a roll call of members.
Counselor Wondolowski is not here today. Counselor Garrett,
I am here.
Counselor Healy,
Here.
Counselor Golub,
Here.
Counselor Bottomley.
Here.
You have a quorum.
Excellent. So we're going to move on to the president's notes. The first item on the president's notes section is the continued discussion on inviting department heads to present to the council on a monthly basis, any current issues, matters affecting their departments. I do not have Laura's notes on this, so unless somebody has a steel trap of a memory and remembers what we talked about last month, I don't have anything to add on this. Is there anybody that you folks think should be invited that we should consider sending an invitation to?
Well, on the draft for this month, it's listed as chief assessor coming, but that the chief assessor will be coming in November to discuss tax rate and everything else. I don't know if we really need to ever come twice.
I don't think that's a useful use of their time. So I think unless Laura has somebody that they really want to see this month, we should probably just move on and then discuss this next month. Everybody okay with that? Yeah. Great. All right, we have a possible cancellation of Ways and Means meeting for October. John, do you want to address that one?
Yeah, we have no motions to vote on, and so I think it would be better to just do this in November, and then we'll give the treasurer enough time. We can invite everybody to talk about the tax rate.
Right.
And if there's any motions at that time.
Makes sense to me. It's, you're already having the quarterly review of the budget with talks about the tax rate. Seems like they go together.
Right, yeah,
Reasonably.
everybody there.
I don't know if I could ask this, but it's about budget. So free cash, have we heard anything on free cash?
I have not.
Haven't either.
That's usually right at time, around this time of the year, right? Kind of been
Yeah.
quiet.
Yeah. So are we canceling Ways and Means for October?
I think that makes sense.
Yeah,
We should ask about the free cash then. Let's see, we got an item here, Mayor's Appointments, Board of Licensure Commissions, Emily Bulldog, Crossroads Cultural District Committee, Caitlin Von Schmidt, Tess Parain Poe, GCTV Board of Directors, Sarah Bulldog, Greenfield Local Cultural Council, Daniel Lucier, and the Opioid Use and Prevention Commission, Pedro Alvarez. Guessing that should go to ANO. Right. The next two items are tied together, so I'm just going to read them both. I think it's pretty straightforward, though. Rescind vote and affirmation for appointment of Hannah Reschoffen on the Greenfield Local Cultural Council from the meeting in September. And then the next item is correct mayor's appointment of Hannah Reschoffen to the Crossroads Cultural District Committee. So my understanding on these two is a simple error. There's two committees with similar names and the wrong order was filed. So let's send that to the full council. I don't think that needs to be discussed today now. Okay.
I am ambivalent. If others would want it to go there, we could go there, but also not.
Yeah, I think it's fine.
Yep.
All right, the next one is another rescission of an order. So rescind order number FY 25-104, conservation restriction from Francis K. Princey Stotts, individually and as trustee of Douglas G. Stotts and Francis G. K. Stotts Living Trust of Franklin Land Trust regarding the property located at 54 Factory Hollow Road, Greenfield. And similarly, the item after that is a revision of that. And the language is submitted by the Franklin Land Trust. Again, I think unless, Derek, you feel like it's necessary to look at these corrections at
No.
EDC.
It just seemed like a formality.
Yeah. No.
It's a language thing.
Yep. Right.
Language in the order.
Yep. So let's send that to the full council. And then the last one, very important, is approve the local general election warrant from November 4th, 2025, and authorize the council president to sign said warrant. Traditionally, that just goes to the full council, right? Okay. So full council. We have EDC. Derek, do you want to tell us about this zoning amendment being taken from the table?
Yes, so we tabled this originally because we weren't sure if it was really considered a substantial change. The concerns were that we were gonna strike out zoning protections for animal or restrictions for animal kennels based on Ollie's law, and then come to find out we're allowed to have our own zoning in town still restricting so if we passed it as it was, anybody could put an animal kennel anywhere.
Oh, wow.
So, but the other part of that was the animal medical center. So there's been a new revision to that an amended version of that the planning board's voted on. I was gonna make sure that planning board memo was in the EDC packet, because I'm gonna have a motion to amend that based on that new language.
So that's a recommendation from the planning board?
Yeah, it was a recommendation from the planning board. Yeah, I think it was a 5-0 vote.
Okay.
For the animal kennel, planning board recommendations for the
No.
animal kennel?
So no, it was for the language for creating a new area for animal medical centers. And that was in the previous one, as well as striking out animal kennels. So we're getting rid of the strikeout of animal kennels. And we're keeping the other part of the language in there.
Okay.
It's to us, Eric and I felt like it wasn't much of a substantial change because we're making it less restrictive. So that was our professional opinions.
Thank you for being professional.
Yep.
Okay, so sounds like you guys will have a discussion on that. And Catherine, Catherine, do you have something?
Yeah.
Catherine, we got A&O.
Yep. So
Everyone okay?
have 4 public hearings scheduled. Thank you, Kathy.
It's all one public hearing. It's just 4 topics.
Ah, okay. Good to know. Okay, so we will have the public hearing. And then appointments and ordinances and then adoption, for some reason this is not computing in my brain. Submission of city.
Yeah.
Wait, so is this on our agenda for A and O?
So it's, this is on,
Where's the agenda?
this is on committee chairs because it's the adoption of chapter 44, section 32 that was tabled by the A&O and the council in June.
Right,
And
and I said for this to just be tabled till further notice. That's what I think this is about the school budget, correct?
Yeah, this is about the language
Yeah.
that's in the charter and actually adopting the Mass General Law
Right.
that is in the charter. So,
And I said to please table this until further notice for currently.
so we're removing it, remove it permanently.
Permanently until further notice. It should come back at some point, but not yet. Thank you. And then I paused because I had looked at our agenda and I hadn't seen that there. Okay, so then we also have for discussion, 4 pieces. We have a new ordinance regarding when people don't show up to boards and commissions. Accountability around that, a couple of amendments to the hybrid meetings ordinance, amendments to the rules of procedure. Okay, so this is not, okay, and then, what is not listed here that is for discussion, that is on our committee agenda is a discussion of the cannabis equity ordinance, and Director Torag will be coming to the meeting. So that is on the A&O agenda as printed for tomorrow night. I'm not sure if I'm forgetting anything else. I don't
think so.
think I'm forgetting anything else. Would it be helpful? Because since that one's not here, it makes me concerned that there might be something on A&O, but there's nothing on my mind. Should we look at A&O? Does it matter that we name it right now?
No,
Okay, then that's fine. Yep, that's what we got.
Right. Laura's not in relations, so I'll read what's on the agenda. So the meeting will be Monday, October 20th. And they're going to be discussing review final draft suggested amendments to precinct meetings, update from the unhoused committee and deadline for recommendations, and brainstorming future issues for action on the city council handbook, flooding issues in town, noise issues, and listening sessions. I assume it's there because she wants it to be there, so let's
Did
be
send an email and said this is what we would like for community relations.
perfect. And then Ways and Means is canceled. Now it's time for the city clerk report.
Okay. So over the past few weeks, we have had a couple of opinions from Attorney Quinn on different items that are coming before, will come before the council. And we wanted to remind counselors that if a counselor wants to or thinks that opinion should be released to the public, that the council needs to vote on it. So this is a reminder that they're all confidential communications unless the council in certain circumstances and the council and the mayor in other certain circumstances votes to release it. So it's just a reminder and sort of like, if you think you want to have these released, you should bring that up.
Should we maybe have an executive session in November to discuss these in November city council meeting so we could vote in December to release them, or does it make sense to talk about it at a meeting as a group collectively?
So it may, however, there are only 10 reasons you can go into executive session.
Mhm.
And they're fairly specific. So I can look and see if this discussion would fit into one of those 10 reasons, but it may not fit.
Okay.
And if it doesn't fit, you can't squish it.
Yeah,
So that
I
it
wasn't
does.
sure, like,
Right,
client attorney privilege, you know.
right. So I'll take a look.
If it does fit, that makes a lot of sense. Having
That way we don't have to talk in,
right code,
And
Yeah.
whatever, or like
we
admission.
just get in a room, we hash it out, we pick the ones like we do with our other
Yeah.
items, and
Okay.
it's done.
Generally speaking, I'm in
Okay.
favor of as much transparency as possible.
okay.
Don't we
Well-
typically have, when, I think we've talked about having a regular,
That's for the minutes.
okay, got it.
A regular quarter, I think it's,
Yearly almost.
Yearly. Was that in January?
February, March?
Okay,
The theory being new counselors come in January, we want to give them a second
yeah,
to like
second.
figure this whole thing out. Yeah, not too long, just like a week. So we want to give them a little bit of time to sort of get their feet wet, ask some questions. So I think it might be March, but I'm not
Okay.
sure.
That's fair. Okay.
And just to remind everybody that Greenfield local election is on November 4th. Guess what? That's the same night as committee chairs. I won't be there.
that seems fair.
No, I won't be here
either. No, I won't be here either.
So
Nor will Laura.
We knew you weren't gonna be here. You're gonna be in
Kansas
the
City.
west,
Yeah.
western.
Okay. I will, I'm not planning to be here though. Laura probably won't be. Is
Well,
it
that would
possible for us to
still-
reschedule? Laura won't be here either. Can we reschedule that?
see why not, unless it's like in the rules of procedure that it has to be the first Tuesday of the month.
That would not make sense.
I don't think so. So if we're talking about rescheduling,
Yeah,
Because the issue is meeting rooms, right?
I mean,
well, we would need to find a location, not my calculator, my calendar. We would need to find, if you're gonna meet on another night, we would need to find a date on the 3rd.
yeah.
I will not be here.
You will not be here. Sorry, the 10th? Or the 11th?
Well, the 11th is Veterans Day. That's already EDC. We're closed. What about, again, it's hard to pick a date when we don't have a
Oh, no, okay.
calendar in front of us for
So how many
location
people
meeting.
can make it November? Because I fly in
How
November
many people
3rd.
do we need for a
I
quorum?
could hop on a quick meeting at 6 o'clock on November 4th. We needed a quorum. Like,
We only need 3
Three.
people for a quorum. So,
Yeah, I mean, if we need to do it, then I can be there the fourth. Otherwise,
Two.
Yeah, I'll be remote, but I can tell you I could.
So that is a quorum.
Yeah.
The three of you would constitute a quorum.
if we can look into, say, the fifth. Oh, wait, that's another committee, right? That's,
The fifth is not a council committee.
no, it's not, but there may be some,
But there's probably something else somewhere,
I know.
a joint meeting on the sixth,
and that's the one you're not able to make, right?
EDC.
Yeah,
Um,
I haven't got back.
we'll have to like have a conversation with, we can look at the calendar, look at the meeting location, meeting rooms, and maybe throw something out for the fifth or the 10th.
Yeah.
I just don't know without having that in front of us. What you got
It looks open on both our calendar and
on the website calendar?
Website calendar for the fifth.
Look for meeting on 11/5 or 11/10. All right. And if worse comes to worse, there would be three people available on the 3rd. Is that, or on the 4th?
Fourth.
Yes, for both. I can do it.
I'm flying on the third, so I won't even get into like 9:30 at night.
All right, we will have to just take a look.
Now we are to the city council meeting and agenda items. So I'm just gonna go back and forth with President's notes just to make sure everything that we are saying is going straight to council is going here. So just going through the list, we've got the general election warrants.
That is on there?
Yep, we've got the Board of License Commissioners, all those appointments coming from A and O.
Yes?
We've got the rescission and the new vote on Hannah going from different cultural committees.
Got it?
We've got the rescission and the new vote on the revised land trust movement.
Mm-hmm.
And with the zoning amendments. So just to go back here to make sure I'm not missing anything. We're gonna cancel the chief assessor, so that's out.
We're canceling the assessor.
Yep, for this month.
Okay?
Just double check. Ways and Means is canceled, but that's moot because they don't have an agenda item.
So are we canceling and asking the chief assessor to come in November for
Yeah,
Yeah.
Yes.
November
Yes.
for,
And, yeah,
help my brain out
Yeah,
here,
ways and
tax class?
yep,
and then looking at,
November 4 and probably 5.
and then
Or
from,
it's 4 and, what's it?
we have public hearings in A and O.
Yeah.
So those need to get on there for chapter 120, 136, 193, and 423.
So the
Four
A
items.
and O public hearing,
Yep. Those-
you also want them on the council agenda?
Yes.
Please.
Okay.
And then we are getting rid of until the foreseeable future, the municipal finance one on the school budgets. And then all the rest is just discussion. There's no voting items from community relations. And then EDC is already on there. So unless somebody sees something I missed, I think we are in good shape. Ready to go?
Yeah, I think we're in great shape.
Yeah.
Like a short meeting.
There, yeah, fantastic.
Exit.
First readings, none have been anticipated time of this posting. Speak now or forever hold your peace. We can have a 23-minute meeting. Okay. Let's hold our peace.
Motion to adjourn.
I like to see a second on that one.
Second?
All right, all in favor?
Right.
Fantastic.
Nice.
23 minutes.
23.